Hi guys, thank you for joining. Welcome. We'll just wait for a while for everyone to join in. Hi Kanan, thank you for joining. Hi Yatra, thank you. We'll just wait for Mansi to join in. We'll be addressing what is immunity exactly today and how can we take care of it and what to do, what not to do. So yeah, we'll be addressing these questions. We'll just wait for a while. Thank you Paras. Thank you so much. Yeah, we have Nancy here. We'll wait for her to send me a request. And yes, we'll start the live. We'll start the conversation. Yes, Mansi, we'll just wait for you. So you can send me a request. Yeah. We have on board.
Hi,
Hi,
Dhwani.
Mansi.
How are you?
I am good. How are you?
Good, good. Thank
So
you.
good to have you.
Same here. Absolutely delighted to be here today.
How have you been though?
Good, good. You tell me.
Nothing. I'm just waiting for our people to come in. Thank you, Peena, for joining in. Thank you, Sujit Doshi. So tell me, what have you been up to?
Trying to wait for the quarantine to get over and get back home and get back to work.
So yeah, was just introducing, like I was just telling them that we're having you on board, so I'll be doing your introduction in a while. I'll just have some more people join in.
Hmm.
And yes, so tell me what else is going on? How has the day been like?
Good, but by now I think all of us are bored sitting at home. Nobody wants to
I
be at home
am
any longer.
I am
But yes,
sure,
it's not even wise to step out as of now also.
and I think yes, everyone has just been cooking and eating all types of food, and everything is just like
Everything that they were eating outside, now they are making at home and eating it. All the
yeah.
mithais, all the junk.
Yeah, but I think the adverse effect that it has, right now we are not exposed to the external factors. So
Yes.
it's not really showing it. Once we actually come in contact with the external factors, it will start showing us.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I quickly introduce you. So we have Mansi Chaudhary. She is a practicing nutritionist and a diabetes specialist and a cancer coach. And she's been practicing over 11 years now in this industry, and she has immense knowledge in her field. And I'm so delighted to have you today to talk about immunity boosting foods and how and what can we do and what should we not do to, maintain our immunity. So yeah, welcome.
Thank you, Dhwani, for a warm intro. And for all of you who are my followers, I would like to tell you that it's very rare that you get to have two nutritionists talking to each other. So you'll get to hear our views. So Dhwani is a nutritionist who's actually specializing into making healthy foods, especially healthy salads. She delivers healthy salads. She makes people healthy. That's her expertise, and that is her passion also. You can see her page and you can see the recipes and the ingredients that she uses, totally natural and immunity boosting. So she's an expert in that. And today we will be talking about immunity boosting foods. It will be a conversation discussing what all factors need to be considered when we need to boost immunity. And Dhwani will also share her tips. If you somebody who loves salads, I think she is the person you must listen to, because she will share knowledge about ingredients, about combinations, what all you can add and what all you should not add in salads. So she is an expert in that. So over to you, Dhani. Thank you for having me over.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mansi. It means a lot. So yeah, I would like to know about what is exactly immunity in a layman's language, or what is immunity exactly? Because everyone is, वो पता है वो हवा बना के रखा है immunity, but no one knows what is it exactly. And so I would like to get some more insight on this, and you could help or educate all of us on that.
Absolutely. See, nowadays, even as per the government guidelines, there is an Ayush ministry, a health ministry, which is issuing guidelines for everybody that you need to make your immunity strong. Right now, what the world is battling is a virus. We all know that. But immunity is something that is going to help you against virus, bacteria, fungus, all of these pathogens. So, in simple language, if I tell you, जब भी आपकी बॉडी में कोई बाहर का I would say entity attack karta hai, whether it is a virus, whether it is a fungus, or whether it's a bacteria. That means whenever your body catches an infection from an outsider, आपकी body का एक अपना army है, एक अपना defense system है. Whenever there is an outside threat, the body creates warriors, which means your immune system cells, which fight off these infections. अगर हमारी बॉडी नहीं फाइट कर पाती then the symptoms continue, and that's when you go to a doctor and you're prescribed medication or you need treatment. But before reaching out to a doctor, your body tries to defend itself with its own internal mechanism, which is known as your immune system. So from whether it's like fever, whether it's like common cold or a dangerous things like coronavirus, your body will create different warriors which are antibodies for different diseases. So only if you have a good immune system will your body be able to produce these warriors. अगर हमारा immunity low है तो हमारी body infection fight नहीं कर पाएगी, तो हमारे जो symptoms होंगे वो ज़्यादा strong होंगे. For example, if we talk in terms of corona, nowadays what is happening, अगर हमारा immune system strong है तो probably we will pass through, even if we get corona, we will sail through easily with symptoms which are just like a mild cough and cold. But if your immunity is low, then it can attack your lungs, then it can lead to pneumonia, then you can be hospitalized, and so forth. So what you need to right now focus on is boosting your immunity to make your immune system so strong that okay, now the lockdowns are opening, now we are allowed to step out. अगर हम बाहर भी जाते हैं और even if we catch the virus, our immune system can protect us and we can develop antibodies, and without being hospitalized or needing a heavy treatment, you can be out of COVID.
Right. Yeah, I think so. We all have different levels of immunity and all of it.
Yes, yes. Some have
And
low and some have high, and boosting it is in your hands totally. There are certain conditions like autoimmune conditions जहाँ आपकी body खुद attack करती है, which is beyond your control. But mostly 90% you can control your immunity. You can enhance or you can deplete it with your lifestyle and your diet.
so basically, the role of immunity is to protect us from the
Absolutely,
external factors in like
absolutely.
a layman's
Even things
language.
like pollution, even simple things like pollution, even things like stress, your immunity will protect you against these.
Oh, even in stress, like
Yes.
immunity is like important in
Yes.
stress as well.
Yes, when your body produces excess cortisol, which is a stress hormone, the antibodies come to rescue and your immune system can handle that kind of stress much better.
Oh, interesting. So why is it like, we've been hearing everyone say that we need to do this, we need to do that for building our immunity. According to you, what should we not do to maintain our immunity that is already there inside us? Okay, we are increasing it, but then to maintain it also, I think we need to do something.
Yes, there are so many talks nowadays, Insta live sessions going on where people are constantly sharing information with each other. Even those who are nutritionists, those who are not nutritionists, not qualified, are also sharing information, telling each other how to boost immunity. What we need to understand is that you also need to consider factors which do not boost immunity. For example, अगर आप सब कुछ ठीक खा रहे हो, or you're having your काढ़ा, you're having your supplements, you're having your vitamins, if everything is fine, and if your lifestyle is such that आपकी immunity constantly low होती जा रही है, deplete होती जा रही है, then the end result will be zero. Then probably you will still be prone to getting infected if your lifestyle is not good. For example, people who smoke and drink. Now, smoking is a lifestyle issue which can actually deplete your immunity. आपकी बॉडी में जितने भी मिनरल्स या विटामिन्स एब्जॉर्ब होते हैं वो अल्कोहल और स्मोकिंग दोनों उसको डिप्लीट करते हैं, कम करते हैं. So smoking and drinking is one thing. Do it in control if you have to do it. Ideally, smoking should be quit altogether. If alcohol needs to be done, it needs to be done in reasonable portions, not excess. Second thing is consumption of junk food. We were just talking when we started the session that people are making junk food, people are using so much maida and so much suji and making cakes and fried foods, gulab jamuns and jalebis at home. So ये सब अगर हम करेंगे, इसको अगर हम लिमिटेड तरीके से करें, फॉर एग्जाम्पल दीज आर सम डे फूड्स, यू हैव इट ऑन सम डे, दे आर नॉट एवरीबडी एवरी डे फूड्स। तो अगर आप इनको रोज खाने लग जाओगे जस्ट बिकॉज इट्स लॉकडाउन, जस्ट बिकॉज यू हैव टाइम, जस्ट बिकॉज यू आर बोर्ड एट होम, तो चाहे जितने भी हम सप्लीमेंट्स खा रहे हैं उसको ये सब काट देगा। सो यू एक्चुअली नीड टू मेक श्योर कि ये फूड्स हम वंस अ वीक खाएं। यू कैन हैव योर फेवरेट फूड्स वंस अ वीक, बट दे शुड नॉट बी डन इन एक्सेस। Thirdly, late nights. Now, ever since the lockdown was announced, people thought it's vacation time. They can start seeing their favorite Netflix shows online. Binge watching is happening. They're staying up till late. कोई 2 बजे सो रहा है, कोई 3 बजे, कोई 4 बजे. So what does that lead to? जब आप अपना बॉडी क्लॉक चेंज करोगे, सन के रिदम के ऑपोजिट चलोगे, तो इम्यूनिटी नीचे आएगी. So on one hand, we are sort of taking our vitamin D and we are drinking a काढ़ा, everyone is having अदरक, तुलसी, all these things, but अगर हम रात को 3 बजे सो रहे हैं तो again हम उसका effect nullify कर रहे हैं. And one more thing which I think very few people will know, that when you take medications, all these things like antacids, अब अगर आप भटूरे खाओगे, पूरी खाओगे, गुलाब जामुन खाओगे, तो हो सकता है एंटासिड भी लेना पड़ेगा. लेट
Right.
नाइट जागोगे तो हो सकता है हेडेक भी हो सकता है. यू विल प्रॉब्ली नीड टू टेक अ पेन किलर ऑल्सो. सो
Yeah.
medications like painkillers, antacids or antibiotics, all these medications affect your gut, and your gut is the main center of immunity. 80% of your immunity is in your gut. तो अगर आपका gut weak होगा इन medicines से, तो आपकी immunity कम होगी. Many people were actually doing one thing when this was announced. They started taking antibiotics, they started taking that valerian medicine on their own to prevent. Now, when you don't have knowledge and you're not taking it under professional guidance, these things can deplete immunity. So watch out, do not pop in painkillers and antacids casually. You can probably have a whole range of home remedies for things, but right now, if you have to preserve your immunity, you need to avoid popping pills.
Great. Thank you so much. I think this was the most important thing needed, rather
And I
than
think there is
boost
one
karna
very
hai.
important factor which I just missed, that लॉकडाउन को हमने मान लिया कि just because gyms are closed, people have stopped exercising, people have stopped stepping out. You can still step out with the mask if your society allows. You can go to the terrace, you can even work out at home if you want. Where there is a will, there is a way. So
Right.
agar lockdown means stopping exercise, then of course you're sort of depleting your immunity. So everything needs to be considered. जो जो आप immunity boost करने के लिए कर रहे हो, उसका उल्टा आप करोगे तो आपकी immunity नीचे भी आएगी. So immunity boosting also means not doing all these things besides doing the right things that you're doing.
Totally, I agree with you because everyone is just like taking advantage of the lockdown in a
It
unknowingly
is a
wrong way.
food vacation, it is a TV vacation. Even though you're working from home, even though your maids are not coming, but people still find time to make baturas and puris and laddus and stuff.
Yeah, I think many people are not aware of it. That's why, because if they had been aware, I'm sure
They
there would have been a little change
Yes,
in it.
and I
So,
think we should have waited कि once the lockdown will get over, probably you can step out or you can then eat these foods. Her cheese is not possible to be made at home. For example, I would not think of attempting samosas and gulab jamuns at home. I would rather wait.
yeah, I agree with you on that. So, tell me, what are the foods that one should eat? Maybe, functional foods or something that one should eat in this time to boost their immunity? What, according to
You
you,
can
would be
do
like,
you can
good
do many
foods?
things. In fact, I can give you say a list of say about 8 to 10 things, and unme se you can do any 4 or 5 every day. Number one is haldi. Now we all use haldi every day when we cook vegetables, when we cook our dal and stuff. So
Right.
Indian food does use turmeric to cook. What many of you will not know, that if you combine turmeric with black pepper, that becomes like a superfood combination. So probably your turmeric will be 2000 times more bioavailable to you if you combine it with kali mirch. So whenever you're cooking
So,
haldi,
peppercorns, you're
yes,
saying?
peppercorn or even the powdered peppercorn. So
Okay.
whenever you're using haldi in a meal, in a meal which is like a dal or a sabzi, just add a dash of black pepper also, so that the benefits of that haldi multiply by 2000 times. So one is that. Second, I would say would be ginger. Excellent. अगर आपको और कुछ extra effort नहीं करना, start adding ginger to your chai. I think बहुत सारे लोग already ये कर रहे होंगे. You must be already doing your adrak chai. So you can add ginger. The third thing is tulsi leaves. So most of us Indians do have a tulsi plant at home. So about 4 to 5 leaves per head every day. If you want, you can just boil it in your chai or do a separate kadha for kids, especially who don't drink tea. So adrak, kali mirch, haldi or tulsi आप boil कर लो पानी में and you can drink that hot water. You can add honey and give to children. The fourth thing I would say would be garlic. Again, many Indian households use garlic. Those who don't eat garlic can have the other remaining foods. The fifth would be foods containing zinc. Now, zinc is excellent for boosting your immunity. So, what are the rich sources of zinc? Nuts, things like almonds, cashews, seeds. Now, all your sesame seeds, till your flax seeds, your sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, all these are excellent sources of zinc. So you can include zinc. The fifth would be, my tip would be, there is a ancient Ayurvedic Indian tonic called Chavanprash. I think we all know Chavanprash since childhood. We were force
Yeah.
fed it to boost immunity. I think Bombay people must be having it during monsoons, which is a time when you tend to catch infections, and I think North Indian Delhi people have it in winters. So take 1 spoon of Chavanprash nowadays. It's excellent to boost your immunity. The next thing I would say is lemon. सबके घर में नींबू होता है and I think we all love it for its fresh thing. So abhi, as it is, we are going through peak summers. So make sure you have your 2-3 glasses of nimbu pani or shikanji every day. That is going to boost your system. And lastly, there is a herb called giloy. I'm not sure how many of you would know. It's actually a herb. It's a plant. So you need the stem of giloy. अगर आपको मिलता है तो उसके छोटे छोटे pieces काट के, the way you boil ginger, you can boil giloy. Or else the market में all Ayurvedic companies are selling giloy tablets also as supplement. It's anti-fever, so it will prevent your body temperature from going up. In fact, it's the first shield that your body, that your lungs can have if a virus tries to enter. So giloy is very important.
Yeah, I didn't know about Giloy too. I think
So it's a
Mumbai
plant.
में Giloy, yeah, Mumbai में I
It's a
think
creeper.
Giloy,
You will get it easily. It grows wildly. Not many people know also that they must be having giloy growing nearby. It's a medicinal herb. So you can always take tablets also. So these are about 10 foods which you can include, and I think any 4 or 5 can be done on a daily basis. You can even combine. You can even make a shikanji and grate some adrak in it, and even add some haldi to your shikanji if you like.
interesting. So yeah, I would like to ask you, do you think salads help in boosting immunity? And if so, how?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think whoever knows me, whoever follows me and is watching this, yeah, those who will watch later also, all my people who've consulted me know that salads are an integral part of my food plans, the ones I give. You, according to me, you have to have salad in both your meals because it sort of adds bulk to meal. It increases your fiber intake. We all need a good amount of fiber, at least 30 grams of fiber every day. So it's going to add fiber, and I would say uh, any vegetable that one likes eating raw can be salad. There is no set definition. You cannot bind salad. Salads में one can be creative to any extent. I think you know that best कि salads आप boring नहीं कर सकते. आप रोज अलग अलग चीजों की salad बना सकते हो अलग अलग dressings करके. So it is an important part of the meal, and some people who want quicker weight losses, for example, who want, like, who have a deadline and who want, like, I don't recommend crash diet, but somebody who wants to lose weight faster, they sometimes have salad as the main meal only. So probably in that salad you can add protein and carb also and make it like a full meal. So what kind of salads would you recommend, Dhwani, when we talk of weight loss? You
So
are a salad
as yeah,
expert. What is your recommendation?
so as you have said, salads, I think it's a combination of vegetables and fruits or however you like it. It's important to mix them correctly and have what will like have knowledge about what will go best with what.
Hmm.
So in my opinion, it's important to have a green in it.
Hmm.
Then to add some crunch, we need to add something like say bell peppers or
Hmm.
apples or
Hmm.
some seeds, nuts. So have a crunchy particular thing in it. We can add kakri tomato.
Hmm.
It is like perfect. Then
Hmm.
for crunch we can also add वो पर्पल कलर की गोभी आती है वो यूज कर सकते हैं हम. Then after we are done with green, after we are done with our vegetable and then with a crunch, we need to add a protein source. which could be either paneer, tofu, soya, or any legumes, beans, whatever you like. In like
Do
portions,
you use chicken also in your salads?
no, we do pure veg.
Okay.
So yeah. So in pure veg, obviously we use tofu, we use paneer. We have
Okay.
vegan options as well for those people who are
Okay.
not used
I
to.
want
Yeah.
to know something, Dhwani, since you are from Bombay and monsoons are a good 3 month period in Bombay. So, like you said, the salads must have a green. So, should we add green or can we skip the leafy greens because
I
they tend
lost
to
you, I
have
think.
worms and insects?
I lost you. I'm sorry.
Okay. Am I audible now? You can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm saying in monsoon season, which lasts for about 3 months in Bombay, in a place like Bombay, if we need to add greens to a salad, would you recommend adding greens in monsoon? Yeah, we
So
can skip the greens.
we can or we cannot. It is an individual choice. But if it's well washed and everything is fine, if
Hmm.
you're taking care of it, it's
Hmm.
not a problem to add the greens. But if you wish to, you can also eliminate it. But it's
Because some
ultimately,
people tend to go off greens thinking they will have insects and all because monsoon
but it's
time.
all about washing and properly. I mean, any
So if it's
in the
sourced
whole
well,
year,
if it's clean, you can go ahead and have your
yeah,
green.
yeah, in the whole year, you, मतलब vegetables में से कभी-कभी we find stuff. It's
Hmm.
not like it's only in monsoons that we get it.
Hmm. Hmm.
So if you're taking care of it,
Hmm.
you can really work on it and it's fine. Like it's totally optional, but if you have it, it's good. I mean,
Hmm.
yeah. So
Okay, we
yeah.
have a
So
question from someone. Okay, Shadi Verma has a question. See, she says, "What can you suggest? Can you suggest a few foods for gut health?"
so
Absolutely,
yeah, for gut
Shadi.
health, I would like to recommend like we are having the talk in length next
Hmm.
week on Saturday.
Hmm.
And if she really wants to understand in a deeper aspect, definitely we'll share the foods. But if you really want to understand into deeper aspect, you can attend our talk next Saturday at 6 o'clock. But yeah, you can start like you can recommend foods that they can eat.
Okay. Hi, Shadi. Gut health boosting foods would include, like we said, salad. Now, salad is a prebiotic. Prebiotic means it is a food on which the good bacteria feed, the ones that make your immunity, the ones that friendly bacteria that lives in your gut. Besides that, you need probiotics also. So, fermented foods like your idli, curd which is set at home and not store bought, probiotic capsules if you want, or else your achars. All the pickles which are pickled at home are good probiotic foods, which includes kanji also. Some vegetables are pickled as kanji, like your beetroot, your carrot. These are excellent probiotic foods. I think curd is excellent, chaach is excellent, idli as a or any kind of fermented food works very well. If you talk of non-Indian foods, then there is a salad, Chinese salad called kimchi, sauerkraut. These are excellent probiotic gut health boosting foods. सो एक तरफ हम प्रोबायोटिक फूड्स कह रहे हैं, दूसरी तरफ प्रीबायोटिक्स जो कि हेल्प करते हैं अच्छे फ्रेंडली बैक्टीरिया को मल्टीप्लाई करने में, जैसे कि आपके होल ग्रेन हैं, like whole wheat, like brown rice, like salads, everything which is fiber, fresh fruit, all these are your excellent gut health boosting foods. Okay.
So yeah, I would like to understand.
Hmm.
Apart from adding fiber to your meals, how does
Hmm.
salad help in maintaining our health? What are the added benefits of having a salad?
I think whenever you have anything raw, whether it's fruits and vegetables, I want to tell people that it is high on enzymes. That means it is a living food, it is live food. So obviously, even the fiber would be high, even the enzyme action would be high. So it's going to probably boost your metabolic rate. It's going to help increase your metabolism provided you ensuring a balanced diet, provided there is exercise also. I'm not saying salad is the only key to losing weight, but it can definitely contribute and help further if you're doing everything else right. And because it's raw, now anything which is not, sometimes cooking destroys the vitamins and minerals in certain foods. So definitely raw foods are much higher in vitamins as compared to certain cooked foods. However, sometimes, for example, tomatoes, the lycopene in tomatoes, the antioxidant in tomatoes goes up when you cook it. But for most of the raw foods, it is higher as compared to the cooked versions. Especially when you stick to your seasonal and local, it's definitely higher. So
Yeah,
if you
that's our
want
USP
glowing
too.
skin, if you want healthy hair, If you want boosted energy levels while trying to lose weight, I think salads is something that you can never compromise on.
We also try to incorporate the local ingredients as like also we take other ingredients which are not local, but we try to also incorporate local ingredients like dill leaves and all of these are incorporated in a salad, so which is really really high on vitamins and nutrients, but not like many people tend to have it. So we try to incorporate in a way where it becomes tasty and people find it healthy.
So
So
I
great,
think
I have
we
a
had
question
another
for you.
question. Yeah.
Yeah. So, food restrictions for a diabetic person, what would you suggest foods for a diabetic to boost immunity?
I think all the foods that we discussed can be taken by a diabetic also. There is nothing which a diabetic has to take separately. But yes, I think certain herbs and spices like cinnamon, like methi seeds, fenugreek seeds, these are two examples of functional foods that help improve your insulin response. So I think the diabetics can safely consume those.
Interesting. Thank you for sharing, man. Really, really, it gives a lot of insight to people because knowledge is what people are lacking. That's what I feel, and that is
I
where they
think
get
most
wrong.
of the times people are thinking they're doing everything right. They're not realizing the small, small mistakes. I always tell all my clients, if you want to see big changes in your health, the secret is not making big changes to your diet. The secret is working on small, small things. Those small, small things can make a huge difference actually. Little things which we tend to ignore, which we don't realize, like food combinations on a daily basis. So I had this question from you, Dhwani, and this has been on my mind so many times. I'm at a loss of options when my clients ask me, when I tell them you have to eat salad, then they tell me I can't eat the same boring salad every day. And what are the good salad dressings which are healthy at the same time? For example, I would not recommend adding a dollop of mayo in a salad because
We
then it
don't
no
use
longer
any
remains
mayo.
tasty. So I want you to tell the viewers, your followers, my followers, and me what are the healthy, salad dressings that we can include in our salads.
Great. So the basic thing to a salad dressing is to add equal uh, parts and like right proportions of stuff.
Hmm.
So it has to have a oil in it because oil also helps in absorbing our
Hmm.
nutrients because without oil, the nutrients that are fat soluble will not be absorbed. So we incorporate oil, which
Hmm.
has to be there, which can be like a teaspoon or a two. It's fine.
Hmm.
Then you can have lemon juice in it. You can
Hmm.
have salt, pepper. This is like basic,
Hmm.
which
Hmm.
anyone can have with some
Which
crushed
people generally
ginger.
do also, ghar pe, salt and lemon.
Right. So now to
Hmm.
add a twist to it, you can add
Hmm.
any juice, just like 4 to 5 spoons for one serving,
Hmm.
5 spoons of a citrus juice, and to
Hmm.
neutralize the like the flavor of it completely,
Hmm.
you can add a little bit of honey with little
Hmm.
more of salt and sugar. This salt and lemon. To
Hmm.
add more little bit of salt and lemon, kala namak
Hmm.
जो बोलते हैं, salt हम
Hmm.
नहीं use करते, we use the black salt or
Hmm.
the Himalayan salt, whatever
Hmm.
one has. And so incorporating more of lemon, more of salt,
Hmm.
and pepper. When you're adding any juice, make
Hmm.
sure to add a little bit of more pepper because if it's sweet and sour, the pepper gives it a nice tangy, तीखापन आ जाता है उसमें salad में and
Hmm.
it tastes much more better.
Hmm.
So you can do one of this, and in this you can use orange juice, pomegranate juice, pineapple juice,
Hmm.
um,
And I think these
strawberry
should be
juice.
fresh juices and not canned.
Yeah, totally. Totally no canned at all.
Hmm.
Because otherwise the purpose is lost.
Okay.
So just yeah, these are some options that one can use. Then even vinegars, like you can use rice vinegar, apple cider vinegar, normal vinegar.
Is
These
the taste and taste really different for all of these? Rice vinegar,
yes,
normal vinegar, does that make a difference in the taste?
yes. It does make a lot of difference.
Okay.
Then you
And
can use you can use soya sauce sometimes, sometimes miso,
hmm,
sometimes like one teaspoon doesn't really make a lot of difference to it
hmm,
because it has like miso is a good prebiotic.
yes.
So it really
It's
helps
also
in
a
your
fermented food. So again, excellent food.
so these types of things can be incorporated and made into a good salad.
Hmm,
It's all on your palate, what kind of food you like. So
hmm.
you got to try it. And yeah, that's all about it. It's too easy. I mean, it's just the
Which
combinations
oil
have
is
to.
a good oil to be added to salad dressings?
We use only olive oil.
Olive oil is good.
yeah, olive oil is like the ultimate because it goes with all the flavors. It doesn't really give any distinct, like it's not it goes with all the salads.
Hmm.
Olive oil is the oil that I recommend. Apart
Hmm.
from that, you can use rice bran oil, maybe a
Hmm.
teaspoon of it if you want.
Hmm.
Or like, yeah, I mean these two. I prefer olive oil honestly because it goes very well with all salads.
Okay. And if now one thing, like I said, Abhi, so many times people are doing some things wrong without knowing that they are doing it wrong. So when it comes to salad, what do you think? अभी तो हमने बात की हम क्या क्या सैलेड में डाल सकते हैं. कौन सी ऐसी चीज है जो आपको लगता है लोग डालते हैं और उनको बिल्कुल नहीं डालनी चाहिए? Any one thing do you have in mind?
Uh,
Which is not
just
meant to be
mixing
salad, जो
everything
salad
together.
खराब कर सकता है.
Mixing all the ingredients together for a flavor. Without, so there has to be one ingredient that gives a flavor.
Hmm.
One to two, bus. That's it. You know,
Hmm.
you can also add crushed garlic. You can add basil, herbs, all of
I
these for flavors.
sometimes people then add everything that they have कि ये सब डलेगा और बहुत अच्छी चीज बन जाएगी और सबके flavors mix हो जाते हैं और किसी का flavor stand out नहीं करता है, and that's why they are not able to enjoy that salad also.
Exactly. So
So
it's about
you
even
should
with the
probably
vegetables.
limit your ingredients कभी कोई so that all flavors are enhanced.
Exactly. Right.
Okay. So अभी जो हम immunity boosting foods की बात कर रहे थे like ginger, like garlic. So can people actually? I was saying they can make kadas. They can use it while cooking. Can they make their salads more interesting by immunity boosting while adding these ingredients? Do you think?
Yeah, so you can just grate some ginger, some
Hmm.
garlic in the
Hmm.
dressing itself when you're making it with some oil, salt, pepper, and all of it. Just
Hmm.
mix it with it and then pour it in your salad rather than because when
Hmm.
you mix it in a bowl with some juice and olive oil and
Hmm.
all of that
Hmm.
flavor gets enhanced rather than just putting it, you know, in the salad and then putting all
Over
the
and
dressing.
from.
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't really enhance the flavor, but वो उतने में उसका पूरा flavor उसमें आ जाता है, like in the dressing. So
So
then it adds.
even salad mixing has a side to it. Like it has to be done properly, or else it will not result in the
No,
good.
no. So these ingredients that are crushed, no,
Hmm.
if you like mix it
They
like
should be
these
actually
things,
blended with the liquids.
yeah, and then add it to the salad, then it can give a better flavor. All
Okay.
that I can say, it's there's no right or wrong, honestly, in cooking.
Okay.
It's all about your taste and preferences.
Hmm.
But just some things can enhance it, and some things might just not make a difference like that.
Okay. Thank you for this insight. I think I'll start making my salads better after this.
My
Uh,
pleasure.
so I think most of the viewers who are seeing, we would love to have questions from you. If any one of you have any questions regarding immunity, regarding nutrition, regarding salads, please feel free to ask both of us.
I would like to address one common thing that people often ask me and get confused with is what is chia and what is sabja.
Yes.
This is a common conflict that I have at least answered like so
Yes.
many people.
And
I
I
would
have
like
seen
to add,
shopkeepers actually selling one thing by calling it another. ये
yeah.
नहीं है तो ये ले
So,
जाओ, ये भी यही है. Okay,
so I would
so
like to
Priya,
address how you can differentiate, you know.
हाँ,
Basically, sabja is originated in India,
it is
and
tulsi leaves,
yes,
leaves.
yeah, basil seeds, yeah. And chia has been originated from central and southern Mexico. So the origin itself is different.
Yes,
Sabja has a distinct flavor in it, and chia has no flavor to it.
yes,
And you know, sabza is peculiar black in color,
yes.
and
Chia
chia
can be
seeds,
gray
yeah,
and lighter. Yes,
gray, white, and black. It's a mix of things, you know. And the black is also not that peculiar, like jet black, nahi hota hai, like our sabja is.
it's
And
gray.
yes, so that is a major difference how you can figure out, you know, by looking at it, because even chia is oval in shape as
They are
compared
similar
to.
in sizes. In fact, I think their properties are very different, which people don't know how to use
Yeah,
them.
yeah. So that is what they don't know how to differentiate it rather
Hmm.
than using it firstly. So this
Hmm.
is how it is, and sabja cannot be consumed raw.
I
But
think they both, I to suggest to my clients, they should not be consumed dry. You have to soak them because they are both water and fluid absorbing seeds. So they should be soaked for a
but
minimum
if
of
you
3 hours.
roast chia seeds, the chemicals that we say I forgot the name. I'm not that well versed because I don't.
Phytonutrients.
Yeah, phytonutrients. Yeah,
Hmm.
they just die when you roast it, as compared to like, you know, we soak in the water for that reason, for
Yes.
mainly. So for chia seeds, you can roast it and you can have it. that's fine. It doesn't have to be soaked in water. But yes, sabja cannot be had like that because उसका flavor ही बाहर नहीं आता है पानी में डुबाने से
Exactly.
पहले.
I think that is why in Bombay you get it in Faluda, all the shakes. That is
Yeah,
very
yeah,
common
yeah,
in
yeah.
Mumbai. So people who have seen Faluda shakes in shops and they make, sometimes you have those black seeds. They are the sabja seeds. They have fantastic cooling properties. That's why they sort of cool down the heat there. That's why you have them in the peak summer season.
Yeah,
Chia
it helps
seeds
in
usually,
reducing acidity as well, right?
yes.
It's used
Chia
in
seeds were
acidity
earlier
removal.
imported in India. I think now we get more easily because earlier it was an exotic food which was available both mushkil se. Now you get it very easily. In fact, chia is very energizing. Chia is also good for weight loss when you do it consistently, because when you have that water, which just my leaves are so those seeds are soaked and swollen, it keeps you full for longer because of the fiber that swells
Yeah,
up.
it has protein as well. Chia has two
Yes,
sources of
fat
protein.
and good protein. So both are good for health, but you need to understand that they are not the same. So don't get fooled when shopkeepers sell you one thing saying they are the same thing. They are very different. And I think I did a post long time back on my Facebook sharing the difference and the properties. Even the pricing is very different.
Yeah,
So
I think sabja is 40 rupees per kilo and chia is I think 120 rupees per kilo if I'm not wrong. I'm not sure, but yeah, or something like that. So, but the difference is one third ka ratio.
yes.
I would like to mention how we can use chia and sabja differently, because we
I
have,
recommend it in two, three ways. Like I think now that we are talking, like you said, you add juices to your salad dressings. I think if you soak chia in those juices, they can even be part of your salad. They can be more
yeah,
nutrient. So when I give it to my clients, I tell them that you should soak it for 3 hours and probably then add your nimbu, your chini, unrefined sugar, the kala namak, make it like a chia lemonade is what I give. I give that recipe
mm,
to all my
we
clients.
can grate ginger also in that. It really is like wow.
Absolutely, absolutely. So chia can be part of, even if you're having a normal sharbat, you can just have it with chia seeds. Like nowadays, Ramzan is going on. So for all my clients who are Muslims who have iftar, once they open their fast and they have a ruafza or a sharbat, I tell them please add chia seeds to it so that the benefits are enhanced. So the other way I like to have chia seeds is I soak them in coconut milk, fresh coconut milk. You can keep it overnight in the
Yeah,
fridge. And if
and
it is
making
mango
of
season, I love to add chopped mango over that. That is my favorite breakfast, the mango chia pudding. If it is strawberry season, I've done it with strawberry also. I add freshly chopped strawberry. It makes like a wonderful breakfast, high on nutrients, absolutely raw, uncooked, and super healthy. So that is my favorite way of having chia seeds. I think now that we just discussed, this has come up that they can be part of your salad dressings also.
yeah. We have
Okay,
a
so we
question
have
for you.
comments. Yes.
So one says, I have PCOD. What would you suggest for that in terms of immunity boosting?
Okay. So I would say in PCOD, first of all, you need to understand PCOD is an insulin resistant condition. That means there is an imbalance in hormones, insulin as well as your reproductive hormones, which needs to be looked at. So I think I can give you better advice if it's customized once I know details like height, weight, since when do you have PCOD, are the periods regular or not, are you on medication or not. I think all these things need to be considered before giving a personalized advice. But in general, I can give you tips like one, please exercise. It's very important for any kind of insulin related health issue. Exercise plays an extremely important role. You need to exercise for at least 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week. You need to, if it's possible to give up, then give up, or else please uh, reduce your consumption of maida and refined flour based foods. Now, many people don't know that suji is also refined flour. I think every day when I open the social media, I see food groups by different names and people are sharing pictures of what they cook. And if they made anything with suji, they write, today I'm having a healthy breakfast, suji, suji, suji. So rava or suji is as bad as maida because it is refined. So watch and limit your intake of refined flours like maida and suji. Also sugar. Now you need to watch your intake of refined sugar. Sugar in a shikanji will not harm you as much as sugar in a gulab jamun or a donut because उसमें मैदा भी है, वो processed भी है और वो deep fried भी है. So look and see how you're consuming sugar. Sometimes you may not be even aware the amount of sugar that you're taking, even drinking. we never count the calories that we drink. We are always focusing on the calories that we eat. So be careful about these things. Start including methi dana in your sabzis, or you can even soak it overnight and have it. That has an excellent, thing to boost your insulin response. So these are general tips that you can follow, but obviously we can go for a more personalized consultation.
We had mentioned this methi seeds even for hair in our previous
Yes,
live. It is
absolutely.
such a good thing for hair. I mean, let's not deviate, but yeah. So we have one more question. Someone is asking, are you talking about increasing immunity? Yes, Kabir, we are talking about that. Okay, someone says, I would like to know what
Metabolism.
about metabolism.
Hmm.
So,
ओके,
yeah.
तो मेटाबॉलिज्म नाम की जो चीज हम सुन रहे हैं वेट लॉस के हिसाब से, व्हाट इज मेटाबॉलिज्म? द रेट एट विच योर बॉडी बर्न्स कैलोरीज इज मेटाबॉलिज्म. एंड देयर इज नो मिरेकल फूड और मिरेकल पिल कि ये हमने खा लिया और मेटाबॉलिज्म बढ़ गया, ऐसा नहीं है. The only way which can help you enhance your metabolism is exercise. Please understand, जब आप एक्सरसाइज करोगे, आप ज्यादा ऑक्सीजन इनहेल करोगे, दैट इज व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बर्न योर बॉडी फैट, एंड द फास्टर इट्स गोइंग टू गेट बर्न, the faster your metabolic rate will be. All this along with a well balanced diet. But there is, if something which cannot be missed, which is a must do, is exercise.
Do you think salad would help in increasing metabolism?
Only if exercise is happening. Like there are two hands and you cannot clap with one hand. So if one thing is on and the other is happening, the result can be like ek aur ek gyana. Otherwise, none of them work alone.
So someone is asking, I have thyroid. Can you suggest what can we eat to boost immunity? Does thyroid play a role in depleting our immunity by any chance?
Thyroid can deplete your immunity if you have something which is known as an autoimmune thyroid. Many people who have thyroid issues, hypo or hyper, are not aware that they may be having autoimmunity also, which means your own body is attacking your thyroid gland. Sometimes when such people get their ultrasound of the neck done, half the gland is not there. It's eaten up by the body's own cells. So those versions are known as Hashimoto's disease or Graves' disease. So one, Priyanka, please get your autoimmune, checkup done for your thyroid. These are known as thyroid antibodies. Get these checked to first rule out that you don't have an autoimmune thyroid, because in such conditions immunity will naturally be low if you have an autoimmune condition. If that is not there, then I would suggest, one, do not self-medicate. Don't have a pill without consulting your endocrinologist. Don't change your dosages without consulting your doctor. And something like dhania powder, which is crushed at home, which is which you grind at home, is excellent. You can soak it overnight and have dhania water. That will help you improve thyroid function. And again, immunity boosting can be done through all the foods that we've discussed till now: ginger, garlic, tulsi. Even mulethi is good, licorice, it's good for thyroid function. There is a herb one which comes as a supplement called ashwagandha. That is excellent for thyroid conditions. So you can include that.
We have a question. Thank you for answering that, Mansi. We have a question from Kabir saying, my sister is suffering from corona. What would you suggest her to have regularly to cure quickly? I think you would be the best person to answer it.
Okay, Kabir, I really hope your sister gets well very soon, and I hope she's not serious and hospitalized. But yes, the things that you can do, give her hot water twice a day at least, and that water should have boiled ginger, grated ginger, tulsi leaves, peppercorns. Give her Giloy supplements.
Like a
Uh,
kada?
like a kada, boiled for about at least 10 minutes. Make sure she sits in the sun for 20 minutes every day. That will ensure some production of vitamin D in the skin. Or else you should also give her vitamin D supplements. They are very important. I think that's part of the protocol that the doctors are also following. Vitamin C supplement is extremely important. At least 1000 mg a day. If not that, make sure 2 to 3 lemons. अगर आंवला available है तो आंवला powder. Include fresh amla. The third thing I would recommend, like we said, zinc. Any multivitamin which has zinc is going to help her. The fourth thing I would say, make sure she is having something known as you have those aromatic oils, the eucalyptus oil. So if that is there, good. That is good for your lung function. So include these things. I really hope she gets well soon. Give her a well balanced diet which has whole grains, which has good proteins and good fats. Make sure there is ghee on rice and roti. There should be no compromise when it comes to nutrition. Seasonal vegetables, at least 4 servings, at least 2 servings of fresh fruit a day. Make sure that
Yeah.
this is happening.
Thank you so much for answering this. So we have one question saying, does fasting kill metabolism?
Okay, Roshni, fasting is different types. Like I see so many types of fasting happening. People are doing full day eating fruits wala fasting, which they call falahar. People are not eating at all, and that is called fasting. Sometimes people think they are fasting and they are eating more than what they would eat on a regular day. So I need to understand what kind of fasting are you talking about. देर इज इंटरमिटेंट फास्टिंग ऑल्सो. सो फास्टिंग बहुत टाइप की होती है. फास्टिंग मेटाबॉलिज्म किल नहीं करती है, मेटाबॉलिज्म बढ़ा सकती है इफ डन द राइट वे. If you do fasting the right way, it can reduce your age internally. Your metabolic age can come down. You can look and feel younger, and you can even beat insulin resistant conditions like we were talking about, PCOD, like diabetes type 2. All these can be helped. You can actually lose weight also, but only if you do it in the right manner. I think we can take up another session to discuss fasting only. It's such a big topic.
I swear, honestly, really. So what is your take on eating local? Like, what is your take on eating local and how does it help in boosting immunity?
I am a I think I'm a total follower of eating local and seasonal. All those people who read my posts know that local and seasonal will figure out in every post. I insist that we all do foods which have traveled less food miles, which are grown closer to your native place. And I think if you even go by Ayurveda, Ayurveda says Ritucharya, that means eating as per seasons. So you should eat right during monsoons. There are different foods that come in monsoon. There are different foods that are available during summers. You will obviously have, nature will give you foods that are cooling for your body during summers. Nature will give you warming foods when it's winters. So follow that. There is no point in eating mangoes and watermelon in December, right? And I would say strawberries in June.
Interesting. So what are the local foods in current season you would recommend one to eat at least like, you know?
You are asking me in terms of grains or vegetables or fruits. How do we go?
In terms of grains, in terms of fruits and vegetables, like just one, two of each if one could incorporate in their diets.
I think
Maybe say talk about vegetables.
okay. When we say about vegetables, all seasonal vegetables. I'm doing a series on not so loved vegetables, which are your lauki, tinda, tori, which most people don't like, but they're available in summer because of their high water content. So obviously they're going to be cooling for your system. Their soluble fiber is excellent for your gut health. You must be knowing so many people who do Loki juice also as part of
Yeah.
weight loss regime and staying healthy. So, Tinda, Tori, Loki, Bhindi, I think Arbi is there. I think Karela is good in
What is
summers
Arabi?
because
I've forgotten what is it. What is Arabi?
Colocasia, Arbi,
Oh,
which looks like aloo. So that is in season. I think potatoes are in season throughout. So stay away from things like broccoli, I would say mushrooms, because they are typically winter things. Your vegetable vendor must be having them, but again they are not grown right now, or even if they are being grown, they are not in their best condition. You can have insects. So better to stick to seasonal vegetables as of now. Cucumber
okay.
is in season, so I think cucumber will be part of all salads also nowadays. You cannot imagine a salad without kakri.
Cucumber
Even
and tomatoes are a
cucumber.
part of salads.
Yes. So if you talk of fruits, the seasonal fruits are melons, both muskmelon, watermelon, and your mangoes, of course. How can we forget mangoes?
Oh, my favorite
So
fruit.
yes, even mine.
One mistake, what do you think, according to you, people do with mangoes? They eat it with their meals. Is that a big mistake that they do in terms of when they have to do their weight loss or whatever? They say no mango, no mango.
No, everybody can enjoy. I feel even diabetics can enjoy mango. What many people are not knowing is, though it's a high calorie, high sugar fruit, but there is a compound known as mangiferin. It comes from the word mango. That is actually an anti-diabetic compound. So very in the very near future, in a few years, maybe in a couple of years, you will see a new medicine being developed for diabetics which is from this compound mangiferin. तो हम
Wow,
आम से
that's
निकाल
awesome.
के वो कंपाउंड दवाई में डालेंगे, इससे अच्छा हम डायबिटिक्स को मैंगोज खाने दें, बट इन रीजनेबल पोर्शंस. लाइक इफ समबडी आस्क्स मी, आई थिंक दिस इज अ वेरी कॉमन क्वेश्चन आई गेट टू नो, कितना मैंगो रोज खा सकते हैं, हाउ मच मैंगो कैन बी कंज्यूम. So I always
Yeah.
tell them there was a time when we used to eat fruits, it is best eaten when they are shared. Like आप खरबूजा काटो तो a family is sharing the खरबूजा and they get segments. आम काटते हैं तो 2-3 लोग आम शेयर करते हैं, तरबूज काटते हैं, कलिंगर काटते हैं तो शेयर करते हैं. If a client tells me she's eaten one whole melon, so I would like, that is too much for a single serving of fruit. So coming to mangoes, अगर आप बात करो, आपको याद है बचपन में जब मैंगो काटते हैं तो 2 thin segments देते हैं with the peel, and as children we used to eat it with the peel. So those two
Yeah.
segments are the perfect portion of mango that you can enjoy every day without feeling guilty, without the fear of gaining weight, and without worrying ki this is going to hike my blood sugar levels, this is going to make me fat. No, that mango is only going to make you happy, and it's going to be good if you're sharing it with your family. So mango should be shared.
That's so amazing. Honestly, I'm sure now तो लोगों में अभी काफी वो
Now
आ
people
जाता है
can have
confidence.
one whole mango, 2 whole mangoes on their own because we love mangoes. बट अगर आप उसको दिन में 2 बार दोनों टाइम शेयर करके खाओगे तो आप बिल्कुल सही पोर्शन कंट्रोल फॉलो कर रहे हो.
So you think if one wants to have a whole mango, they can have it as a evening snack or something like as a mango, or it's
I
just like
think
what you
yes,
said.
that is one thing I say कि fruits should be had alone. They should not be part of dinner or lunch or breakfast. They should be like in between the meal snacks. Excellent, one whole mango, go for it. And if possible, then make sure you are active in the next 1-2 hours after that so that you're able to burn off that sugar from
Yeah,
it.
because I think when you mix it with food, the properties of the fruit are not that absorbed
Yes, and
efficiently
it
as it
also
would be.
increases your cholesterol and triglycerides when you combine fruit with your main meals. Also, like you were asking me, mistake, I would say when we make a mango shake, when you blend it with milk as a milkshake, it is okay. I would recommend you can have it for breakfast because then you have the entire day to burn off those calories. But if you ask
Mhm.
me रात को 12 बजे किसी को mango shake पीना है, I will not say yes to a person who's trying to lose weight. I'm not somebody who wants to lose weight, but even then, I would also not have a mango shake at night. I would rather enjoy it as
Right.
a breakfast the next day.
So you suggest these kind of high calorie foods to be had in the first part of the day.
Yes, yes, ideally.
Interesting. So yeah, I think one last quick question we would like to ask you is what is the best advice for anyone right now you could give to boost their immunity? One liner if you had to be like, what would it be? One suggestion, one recommendation that you want to tell people.
If you ask me in a short answer, my one sentence to everyone would be it's more than 60 days of lockdown. It's more than 60 days of the virus that we are dealing with. You are in lockdown number 4. You have tried everything. I don't want to even hear about banana breads anymore. I don't want to see gulab jamuns and samosas. अगर आपने ये सब कर लिया है, टाइम टू मेक अ शिफ्ट. ऑलरेडी हम स्प्रिंग से समर में आ चुके हैं कोरोना से लड़ते लड़ते. Please have your sattvic. My favorite Ayurvedic sattvic food is khichdi. Please have khichdi at least 2 to 3 times a week. You can have it for lunch, you can have it for dinner, any meal that you find it convenient to make. But it should be part of your meals because it's good for somebody who's asking me immunity boosting gut health. I think Shadi, this is excellent for boosting your gut health. Khichdi is the most I would say uh, gut friendly food that you can have. So please have khichdi. You can have it with dahi, raita. You can have it with a good salad also. So make khichdi part of your meals and try and go back to simpler meals now. With so much heat, with the temperatures reaching 44, 45 in North Delhi and such high humidity levels in Bombay also, this is not the time to be putting a strain on your gut with foods which are heavy and difficult to digest. Remember 80% of your immunity is in your gut. तो आप गट को ठीक रखोगे, उसको बर्डन नहीं करोगे हेवी फ्राइड फूड से, तो इम्यूनिटी अपने आप स्ट्रॉन्ग रहेगी. यू नीड टू बी high on immunity for the next few months to come. So please focus on gut boosting foods and not heavy foods anymore.
Thank you so much, Mansi. It was a
Most
pleasure
welcome.
having you with us.
Vani. It was great having this session with you, and I hope all our viewers and all those who were part of this session, and I think those who will also see the session after this is over, would take away some good knowledge, and we've shared some pretty useful tips today.
Yeah. So have a good day. Bye.
Bye. Have a good day. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you everyone for being a part of it.